Greetings, fellow detectives. We're trying this again. Greetings, everyone. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. We are crossing our fingers and hoping that the internet will be our friend. We'll just have to see. I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous. But hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. All the days are blending together. Today we are playing the Haunted Carousel. If you guys want to let me know how the volume is doing with my mic and the audio, how the images are doing and everything, that'd be fantastic. But hopefully everything works out okay and we can get started playing this game. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with a new game.
Welcome to my latest case. Dear Ned, well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things that have been happening here lately. First, a horse just disappeared off the carousel one night. Then a little later, the carousel started spinning around all by itself in the dead of night, as if it was haunted or something. And then last week, the roller coaster suddenly stopped in mid-ride for no apparent reason. Nobody was seriously hurt, but the park was shut down until the city knows for sure what caused the accident. I'm here because Paula Santos, the park's owner, is a friend of Dad's. She's putting me up at the Captain's Quarters Hotel, which is next to the park. I'm supposed to head over there right now and meet with a security guard named Harlan Bishop. I hope I don't let Paula down. Wish me luck. Ever yours, Nancy. P.S. There's a rumor going around that the park is cursed. Creepy, huh?
Okay, we are at the Captain's Quarters Hotel. Hi, Maria! I'm so glad you're excited for Haunted Carousel. I'm excited, too. Cheddar Chip, thank you for the feedback. Is it a little bit better now? I turned it down a little bit. All right, so we are in... this is definitely one of the at least more, stylized hotel rooms that Nancy has stayed in. We've got the fun ships on the wall. We actually get to see the bathroom. And it comes with this fancy ironing board. Like, how cool is that? So Nancy can do some ironing if she needs to. What else can we look at in here? Pretty simple bed, nice little setup, cute little paintings.
A room service menu. All right.
We love room service. Ooh, the pasta and veggie platter. Oh, the hamburger platter. That also sounds really good. What does that say? Swiggables. Ah, Swiggables? Smiggables? That looks like an M, but I think it's supposed to be a W because you can swig it. Okay, thank you, Cheddar Chip. It's fine now. Good. And the Captain's Cove Fun Day. I want to order all of these. I have a cup of coffee with me right now to supplement this game. So Nancy has a fun little laptop with her. We have this flag game, which definitely feels like a cookie for Danger on Deception Island, as well as maybe this dolphin picture. Like, that might be telling us that Deception Island will be the next game with a marine theme. Check in with Paula Santos. Number is in cell phone directory. I don't know why those first three letters are capitalized. Check out the carousel, head over to the park, and look for that security guard. No outgoing mail. Welcome, Nancy. So we can get mail, but we can't send mail with our email system. That doesn't sound like a super functional email system. Same radiator as in Treasure in the Royal Tower, but this one is not broken. Phony instead of Sony. Haha. Hilarious. Nancy's classic luggage. For seaside fun and excitement, Captain's Cove Amusement Park. Nothing in New Jersey beats Captain's Cove Amusement Park. So Ralph Kessler. We have these Midway Games, the Tidal Terror roller coaster, the Demons of the Deep Haunted House. One of the first rides at the park was a carousel created by famed woodcarver Rolf Kessler. Completed in 1914, the Carousel and its band organ are still operational. To this day, Carousel connoisseurs swear that riding one of the wild-eyed steeds that Kessler carved is an experience that borders on eerie. They definitely go for a little bit of subtle scare factor in this one, but I would not call this game scary by any means. They try to make it feel creepy, at least. Okay, should we call Paula Santos first, maybe? This is the first game where Nancy has a cell phone.
Paula Santos.
Hello, Miss Santos. It's Nancy Drew.
Hello. I was wondering when I'd hear from you. Have you been out to the park?
Yes, I have.
I forgot to tell you. All the rides are shut down except for the Carousel. I thought you might need to see it in action. But please, take a good look at the roller coaster even if you can't ride it.
First chance I get.
Great. Feel free to inspect the tracks all you want. I'm sure you'll do a better job than the police. They looked around for 5 minutes, then left. Said as long as the insurance company was going to investigate, why should they?
Well, I'll see what I can do, Miss Santos.
I can't wait to hear what you turn.
Are we back? Did it come back? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what the deal is with my internet today. It's been okay the last couple days, and now today it's just deciding to be difficult. Let's hope it maintains itself. But we are here with Mr. Harlan Bishop. We marched right in on here, since we're a very determined gatecrasher.
You must be Harlan. Paula Santos said you'd be expecting me.
Which means you must be Nancy Drew, famous teen detective.
Substitute the word amateur for famous. And yes, that's me.
I don't know. Miss Santos seems to have a lot of faith in you. Apparently more than she does in some people around here.
You're not offended that I'm here, are you?
Me? Nah. I'm too busy to be offended. Truth is, I begged Miss Santos to keep me on while the park's closed. Even agreed to a pay cut.
You must really like your job.
I've only worked here for a couple of weeks. I figured staying on while the park was closed would help me get up to speed on all the equipment and such.
So what are your thoughts on this haunted carousel business?
Somebody swiped a horse off a carousel and now it's malfunctioning. The police don't think it's that big a deal, and frankly, neither do I.
What about the roller coaster?
Accidents happen. Of course, Ingrid will tell you that these so-called accidents are really the result of the park's karma getting bent out of shape by negative energy or some such gobbledygook.
Who's Ingrid?
Ingrid Corey. You'll probably meet her. She's working during the shutdown, too. She's the park's chief engineer. Believes in all this wacky new age psychobiogenic stuff. Like if you eat food served by a waiter who's in a bad mood, you'll get scurvy or something.
Is anyone else in the park now?
Elliot Chen, he's the art director. Hardly ever see him. Busy guy. And Joy Trent, park bookkeeper. In fact, she's your next stop.
She is?
Miss Santos's orders. Joy pays all the bills, so she knows pretty much everything that's going on. Plus, she'll give you an access card. Miss Santos wants you to have the run of the place.
That would certainly help.
Wait, hang on. I know Joy won't give you one of these, so I will. Here you go. It's a Captain's Cove fun card. Lets you ride the rides and play the games on the midway. Come back to me if you burn through that one and need another.
Am I not supposed to have this?
Well, see, Joy's just kinda joyless. It'd never occur to her that you might want to have some fun while you're here. Of course, she's a newbie too, like me. Maybe she'll come around. Anyway, here's a map of the park. I put an X where Joy's office is.
Where did you work before you came here?
Oh, I worked in a store. department store, you know, as a security guard. In Flemington, not around here.
I see you have a security camera trained on the Carousel. Does that mean you got the theft of that Carousel horse on tape?
We didn't start monitoring the Carousel until after the theft, but we do have one of those so-called hauntings on tape. Want to see it?
That'd be great!
I got the tape right here, all queued up. I played it for the police. Like I said before, they weren't real impressed. There's no sound, on the tape at least. The band organ started up when the Carousel did. Stayed on for about 30 seconds, then stopped.
Did you notice that burst of static just before the Carousel started to turn?
Probably just a glitch in the tape. We use them over and over.
Have you tried to prove your screwed-up wiring theory?
I ain't no cop. But now that you're here, maybe you can prove it for me.
I'll see you around.
Go get 'em.
But you are a security guard. Shouldn't you at least try? Hi, Jessica. We did just start. And yes, Cheddar Chip, we did just have the internet go down. So we're already off to a great start. Thanks, internet. Shut up, Nancy. You are famous. Totally. Yay, I'm so glad your notifications are coming through, Golden Moon. Welcome. Harlan, you are a terrible security guard. He needs to take some tips from Welf Guardino. What is that accent? Joyzy. The only scary thing in the game is his accent, right? His Joyzy accent. Please keep all personal belongings in your locker. Nancy Drew visit today. Give fun pass. Map of park. Sent to Joy.
The phone number for the police. That might come in handy.
It certainly might. Coffee rules. I agree. I have my cup of coffee with me on this lovely Sunday morning. Okay, a bunch of stuff over here. What is any of it cookies? Doesn't look like it. And then we have these lockers. So this is Harlan's.
Please don't open that.
Sorry, bad habit.
We'll only open it when he's not here, Nancy. Then you can snoop to your heart's content. I didn't know I could look at this. This looks exactly like the switches from Treasure in the Royal Tower. No smoking. Big old cabinet that we can't look in. And then his whole security setup, which again, we'll snoop through when we can get rid of Harlan. I haven't even gotten out of bed yet. Nice. Stream in bed. That's the best. You can just chill out. Relax. Okay, so this must be Joy in this really dark and depressing office. I never noticed just how, like, windowless and shallow this room is. It's like a cave.
Hello, are you Nancy?
Yes, I am. You're Joy?
Joy Trent. Sorry about the mess. So, I'm supposed to give you an access card.
Yes, Ms. Santos wants me to have the run of the park.
You're wasting your time, you know.
Excuse me?
You're only here because it makes it look like Paula Santos had nothing to do with any of this cursed garbage.
Are you saying she did have something to do with it?
I've seen how Paula runs the park. All she wants is to get more and more people through that gate. And what better way to do that than with a carousel that's allegedly haunted?
But why would she sabotage the roller coaster? She can't make any money with the park shut down.
She probably just didn't know the park would be shut down.
Maybe he's working out his thigh muscles. He's doing some like leg lifts in his chair.
Have you ever confronted Ms. Santos with your suspicions?
Of course not. I don't want to get fired. Besides, nobody's been hurt, except that glorified con artist who claims his neck got injured, Lance Huffington. And the truth is, Paula offered me this job because she knew I needed the money, and I'm not entirely ungrateful. My father died recently. His estate is in bankruptcy. He used to be co-owner of the park. 2 years ago, he suffered a huge financial setback, and he had to sell his share to Paula. When he died 2 months ago, he was flat broke. Paula could have bailed him out, but she didn't. Frankly, I think the reason she hired me was guilt.
Right. I'm supposed to get an access card from you?
Here you go. That should get you into all the private areas of the park. But if you run into problems, don't come to me. Ask the chief engineer, Ingrid Corey. Her office is by the haunted house. The only other people in the park right now are Harlan Bishop and the art director, Elliot Chin. His studio is right by the treasure chest souvenir shop. But try not to bug him.
Why? Is he temperamental?
He's behind in his work and needs to catch up. Ms. Santos has been getting on my case about it. Well, I think you have everything, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, right. Thanks for all your help. Sorry if I disturbed you.
Here's everything you need. Will you kindly leave me alone now? Oh, she totally would. Lock the windows, black out curtains. Nancy is done talking to Joyless. Indeed. Yeah, she's a very mopey character. Much Eeyore vibes. The Cove
Maybe
Crier.
I should give Detective Paris a call.
Park goer finds hidden treasure at Captain's Cove.
Hidden jewels. Maybe that's what whoever stole that carousel horse was after. Jewels from that heist.
Mike DeSalle, this guy, found jewels hidden in the ride's backrests. Assuming someone had placed rocks in the padding as a joke, DeSalle examined the backrest, found a small slit at its top edge, and through it managed to pull out the offending objects: 3 necklaces, a pearl necklace, and 2 jewel-studded gold bracelets. He turned them over to the police, who figured out that KJ Paris recalls that the thief made his getaway by running through the park. And now he stashed his jewels in a bunch of the park rides. Pretty funny. It's one way to do it, I suppose. Blast off in the night rocket only at Captain's Cove Amusement Park. I wish we could ride the night rocket. That sounds cool. And then over here... My mouse is going funky again. Come on, internet, stick with me. Victim of coaster accident files $1 million lawsuit against the park. So this is what Joy was talking about. This Lance Huffington guy said that he got hurt on the roller coaster when it mysteriously stopped. He claims that the sudden stop caused his head to snap backwards, then forwards, and that this whiplash effect caused severe trauma to soft tissue in his neck. But he didn't report it until, wasn't it a week after or something? To be unaware of their injuries until later. The next day, that's when it hit me. I woke up and couldn't move. The pain was so bad, said Huffington. It's still bad, and the doctors say I might have to wear this neck brace for the rest of my life. Okay, Lance. Oh, come on, mouse. Which basically means, come on, internet. This is the ballroom. So it used to be a ballroom.
The haunted house used to be a ballroom. How's that for irony?
And then they transformed it into the haunted house. It's pretty cool. The Sheldon Rousseau Galaxy Ballroom and Carousel in Captain's Cove, New Jersey. So really the carousel used to be kind of the main attraction. Very cool. Sheldon Rousseau's Galaxy Ballroom. Very neat. And we have this mysteriously covered box thing. Oh my gosh, my mouse. I'm really sorry if the internet goes down again, guys.
Okay if I peek in here?
Go ahead and look around. Excuse all the clutter. I'm still trying to get this place organized.
Ingrid kind of scares me, to be honest. I'm weird, but that's a whole different level. Yeah, she is. She takes New Age to a whole new level.
Looks like stenography. It's a memo about one of the carousel horses being sold. I wonder which horse.
Interesting. So we have a memo about one of the horses being sold, and Nancy's just going to go ahead and take that. Apparently, Joy doesn't mind. Well, let's go around to some other places in the amusement park. We could go check out the carousel. The mysterious carousel. No high heels, spurs, or peg legs, please, lest you get hurt. It's a pretty cool carousel. Love all of the horses. Moon Glow. That one's really pretty. Then we have this brownish one with the sapphire. That's really cool. The seahorse looking one. That's pretty neat. Starlight. Zebra. Which horse would you guys pick if you were riding on the carousel? Which one would you ride? Nancy, C's clue. Nancy, I'm just gonna take this. It's so true. Oh, and then this is the missing carousel horse. This is the stolen one. Honestly, I think this brown one here with this sapphire is really cool. Like, I would want to ride that one. The one next to the one that got stolen. And then there's a bunch of different areas. So there's this, whatever this is called, the band organ, right? This carousel was created by Rolf Kessler. And then there's 2 access card points. This one doesn't work. And then this one doesn't work. So clearly there's something wrong with our access card. Zebra all the way, nice. The green one, the seahorse one, awesome. Yeah, the green one, that one, I love the color on that. It's like a sea foam green, very cool. Okay, so can we ride the carousel? Well, we can if my mouse cooperates, aka my internet cooperates. So I use my Fun Cove card. The seahorse looks adorable. I definitely ride that one. It is really cute.
Let's go for a spin on the carousel. By the way, you have 4 fun credits left on your card. Enjoy the ride, haha.
I'm gonna try and do all of the second chances that I know
Carousel
exist.
will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
Probably won't be too hard because I pretty much always miss the brass ring. Whee!
Here comes the brass ring.
Here comes the brass ring, Nancy. Oh, and I didn't even try to click. Okay, I'll try again. I love this music. Whee!
Here it comes again.
Whoa!
You're in the emergency room?
I fell off the carousel. I was trying to grab the brass ring and reached too far.
You were what?
It's kind of a long story. Uh-oh, I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
Sheesh, Paula's harsh.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight.
Okay, we'll try
Don't
again.
forget to try for the brass ring.
She totally could smooth talk her way out of it, Cheddar Chip. That's probably what she does. Like, everyone's like, wait a minute, isn't that my stuff? And she's just like, well, it was part of my investigation. Hi,
The
Adam.
brass ring.
Welcome.
Get ready. Gotcha.
Aha, I got it. Yay, the second chances are my favorite. Awesome, Jessica. That one is really funny. I love how Nancy just totally somersaults. Like, she has a big ol' crash.
Here it comes again.
But I already got it, Nancy. Can she take it a second time? It's still there, though. Like, even when she takes it, does that mean there are multiple brass rings? Oh, this $100? That's just evident, boss, I promise. Exactly. Nancy would never just steal things. So that's the carousel. Should we talk to maybe Ingrid and Elliot? Maybe Ingrid can tell us why our card isn't working.
Looking for someone?
If you're Ingrid Corey, not anymore.
That's me. Ordinarily, I don't do the hands-on work, and I'd be able to shake your hand, Ms.
No shaking hands in this time, Ingrid.
My name's Nancy Drew. Ms. Santos asked me to do an informal investigation of the roller coaster accident, and... why are you looking at me like that?
You've got B3 issues.
I do?
Vitamin B3, niacin. The vibe you're giving off tells me you're low. Nothing that some natural peanut butter on a slice of whole wheat bread once a day won't fix.
Okay, but I literally have that, like, every day. Like, peanut butter toast is one of my favorite snacks.
Harlan Bishop mentioned that some of your beliefs concerning food were somewhat unconventional.
It just seems obvious to me that what you eat, as well as the psycho-spiritual conditions under which you eat it, results in what you are, that's all.
I agree with the what you eat part, but the psycho-spiritual conditions under what you eat it? I don't know.
Have you worked at Captain's Cove for very long?
A little less than 2 years. I started out in maintenance and worked my way up. I've held the supervisory position for the last 10 months.
Miss Santos asked me to figure out why weird things have been happening around here lately.
What's to figure out? Someone stole a horse off the carousel and now the park is cursed.
So you think this cursed thing is real?
The man who carved the horses, Kessler, he said if they were ever separated, bad luck would follow. And it has.
Could I see the blueprints of the roller coaster so you can show me exactly where on the track it stopped?
I've looked all over for those blueprints and can't find them anywhere. I'm sure one of the other engineers knows where they are, but I'm afraid I don't. Sorry.
Oh no, it cut out for a second.
How well do you know Harlan Bishop?
I know he's an ex-bouncer from Trenton. I also know it drives him nuts that this is one of the few places in the park he doesn't have a key for.
Any idea why someone would steal a horse off a carousel?
Money. I hear they can be very valuable. Eyes.
No! It's cutting out again. Oh, it's back. Are we back? Sorry, guys. Oh no. What is with my internet today? Just kind of hanging out to see if it's gonna, like, work. Eek. Why would they put something potentially dangerous on a kid's ride? That's a great question, Ray Marie. That's just kind of asking for a lawsuit. Gets a red marker and draws on the bill. Nancy, there's blood on it. See? Evidence. Ingrid is the type of person who'd buy out all the toilet paper at the store. That's great. Yes, Adam, I am planning on streaming every game in order. Sorry about the freezing, guys. Is it a little bit better? It freezes for 5 seconds and comes back for 2 seconds and it repeats. Are we back now? How is my day so far, Luna? It's going okay. I'm excited to be playing the game, but I'm kind of frustrated at the technology issues we're having. Hopefully it's better. Nope. No, maybe not. How are all of your days going? Okay, let's look around and hope that things keep working. We're in Ingrid's workshop here. She has a bunch of the amusement park rides. And then there's this desk over here that looks very snoopable. I love this painting, actually. A very fancy sports car that Ingrid has a pamphlet for.
I believe that's mine.
Sorry.
Sorry. I do like that they actually thwart her snooping in this one when they're in the room. They don't always do that. My Wi-Fi sucks too. Can't even play games online anymore. It's so frustrating, Jessica. My day is fine. I woke up 26 minutes ago. That's a great way to start the day, with a good sleep in. All right, let's go see if we can talk to Elliot.
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Take your time. Uh-oh.
Out. And do not come back unless and until Joy Trent calls me. Okay?
Okay.
Oops. Sorry. Okay, so I guess we better go talk to Joy. And tell her.
Who are you, and what are you doing?
Who said that?
I said that. Over here, on top of the cabinet.
Excuse me?
Keep going. Over here. Please identify yourself.
I'm a detective named Nancy Drew, and you are?
I am.
Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
I receive and process video and audio input and make appropriate pre-programmed verbal responses.
Sounds good, Jessica. Enjoy your breakfast. Elliot is absolute savage, right?
What's a magnificent memory machine?
It is my turn to ask a question. Nancy Drew, why are you here when Joy is not?
Elliot Chen is kind of upset with me. I need to write her a note to call him.
There is a pad for leaving messages on the desk.
So, who programmed you?
Responding to the non-joy entity is an unnecessary drain on my power units and is heretofore disallowed.
What does that mean? Hello? Miles? I guess it means he's not going to talk to me anymore.
Oh, Miles. Well, I guess we can leave Joy a note. What year does this game take place in? Good question, Forever Insane. I think it was made in 2003. So I would assume that it probably takes place in like
looks like
2003.
Joy's a pencil chewer. I can use
Hello,
this
by
to
the
leave
way.
a note for Joy to call Elliot.
Love the Ghost Dogs stationery, Gruff Stuff stationery. Okay, so we left a note, but is there anything we can snoop through that we haven't already? Like any drawers? We've already looked in this drawer and gotten what we needed. I don't think there's anything over in the desk that we haven't already had a chance to look at. Anything over in this desk? No. Well, I guess we'll just leave her a note. We can go maybe talk to Harlan. Because our... Ooh, hello.
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. You know, I just had a thought. There's a newspaper article and photo in Joy's office that I want you to be sure to take a look at. They're in a frame on the wall.
I may have seen them. What are they about?
They're a little piece of park history. The guy in the photo found a bunch of jewels that had been stolen in a heist years ago and stashed away on one of the rides at Captain's Cove. The police said there was a good chance more jewels would turn up.
Maybe that's why someone stole that carousel horse, because there were jewels hidden inside it.
My thoughts exactly. I called the detective that was in charge of the investigation back then. His name is KJ Paris. He's going to call you. Oops, I gotta run. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
Miles does not run for miles. Exactly, Cheddar Tips. Ooh, that is a good question, Adam. They have said that they are currently working on another game and that they do plan to release another one, but they have told us literally nothing about it, which, considering the fiasco with Midnight in Salem, is probably for the best. But there's no information on release date or content, where it would take place, what it would be about, so I don't know. I'm skeptical.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I'm afraid I got off on the wrong foot with Elliot. I spilled paint all over something he'd been working on.
Ooh, not good. The guy's already about a month behind in his work.
Any idea why he's so far behind?
He's a procrastinator, doesn't really like to work, so he does whatever he can to avoid it. Puts things off to the last minute. Me, I get stuff done right away. You do too, I'll bet.
Is he in danger of losing his job?
Way I hear it, if he doesn't get caught up like fast, he's gonna be waving bye-bye like soon.
I'll see you around.
Knock him dead.
Let's go look at the roller coaster. Where is the roller? Oh, here it is. This giant squid thing. The Tidal Terror roller coaster.
Hello?
This is Detective KJ Paris, Captain's Cove Police Department. Paula Santos asked me to call you. Said it concerned that heist out at Captain's quarters 23 years ago.
Well, I was thinking maybe the reason that horse was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove 2 weeks ago was because somebody thought there were jewels from that heist inside it.
Never occurred to me, but it's possible, I suppose. The thief's name was Chaz Dunning. Died in prison about a year ago. I'll tell you what, I'll make some calls, try to see if there was somebody he confided in before he died. Somebody who was recently released.
That would be fantastic.
Well, as soon as I know something, you'll know something.
Thanks, Detective Paris. It was great talking to you.
Ditto.
I very often do too, Adam. Like I can talk. The older games just have such good stories that sometimes the newer games can't always match. And when they can, that's when the new games are
I wonder what the deal is with this red tag.
really successful. And I called service to request upgrade for card reader. Below is a schematic for the circuit as it currently stands. The resistors are in parallel. Nick, as in Nick Falcone, perhaps? Waiting for delivery of macro resistor. I split the circuit to allow easy soldering of macro resistor once it comes in. Krollmeister, our good friend Krollmeister, called and said that the total resistance for the upgrade has to be 15 ohms. They said the macro resistor will give 5 ohms of resistance, so who's ever hooking up the thing should hook the resistors in series. So, we need a macro resistor and something that we can solder with before we can see the roller coaster. I'm guessing Ingrid would have that for us, and let's maybe check on Joe. I feel like either they have to go point and click all the way or open world all the way. No mix like they did in Salem. Absolutely agree with that. Pick a strategy and go with it.
I really do need to get this work done.
Right. Sorry.
I need you to talk to Elliot Chen for me. Otherwise, I can't talk to him. Okay, let's go talk to Ingrid. Although I think Ingrid's new age energy messed with our internet last time, so we have to be careful.
Hello, Nancy. Still on the case, I see.
I'd like to take a closer look at the roller coaster, but the access card reader doesn't work. It's got this red tag on it.
Right. I was in the process of upgrading its main circuitry board. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until I finish here. Unless you'd like to do it for me.
I'm game, but needless to say, I've never done it before.
It's not exactly brain surgery. All you have to do is follow the schematic inside the reader. Here's the new macro resistor. When you see the board, you'll be able to see where it goes. You'll need to solder it in place. Which means you're going to have to get my soldering gun from Elliot Chen. Here's the engineering handbook I put together. If you have questions about park-related electronics, it'll answer them. Keep it as long as you like. When you're all done, remove the red tag and take it to Harlan. That way he'll know it's safe to turn the power back on to the reader.
That's not my cell phone. It must be yours. Are you going to answer it?
No, that would be rude. I'll just call them back. So, once you get that tool from Elliot, you should be all set.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
But Elliot won't talk to me until Joy talks to him for me. You prefer the point and click, Adam? Yeah, I totally get that. I've really enjoyed the point and click style, and at the same time, I've really enjoyed some open world games. It just, whichever way it's done, it just needs to be done well. And regardless, Midnight in Salem was not done well.
I really do need to get this work done.
Right. Sorry.
Am I missing something? I should be, there's like something I maybe needed to snoop on or something? Because I need to get the soldering gun from Elliot. Maybe she talked to him for me. Oh, I guess she did.
Well, Miss Destructo returns.
You talked to Joy?
Imagine my surprise when she told me you're a detective.
I hope she also told you that I spent a full 10 minutes in her office without spilling a thing.
These things happen. So, I hear you're out to solve the curse of Captain's Cove.
How do you explain what's been going on around here?
What do I know? I'm just an artist. Go ask our naturopathic engineer person.
Do you have any idea who stole that horse off the carousel?
Somebody who's into junk.
That's odd. Ingrid said carousel horses can be very valuable.
Well, when they're the original horses, they can be valuable, yes, but I was talking about the one that was stolen. It was not an original. Around 20 years ago, somebody bought one of the horses off the carousel. The guy who owned the park back then commissioned some hack to replace it.
And that's the horse that was stolen, the replacement?
Right.
The fact that the park is shut down must be kind of a relief for you.
You mean because I'm behind in my work? I'd be lying if I said the shutdown wasn't helping me get caught up. Meeting deadlines has never been my forte. But I certainly hope you're not suggesting that I arranged for the park to be shut down by somehow manufacturing this curse thing, because that would be ridiculous.
Ah.
Ingrid said you have her soldering gun. I need to get it from you, if that's okay.
You bet. Here you go. Been meaning to return it to her, but I've been a little busy.
Great. Thanks. Do you see much of the other people who are working during the shutdown? Like Joy Trent or that security guard, Harlan Bishop?
Nah. Joy Trent, she's like invisible even when she's visible, if you get my drift. And that rent-a-cop, I've got no desire to see anything of him.
Why do you say that?
Dude is way too eager to make my business his business, that's all.
I'll let you get back to work.
If you must.
That rent-a-cop. The shade. Oh, yeah, to maybe toggle between the settings. That would be interesting, Cheddar Chip. Hi, Paul Cotton. Welcome. I'm so glad you managed to join. Can't wait for the Blackmore stream. Yes, I love Curse of Blackmore Manor. That's always been a favorite of mine. I really love English culture and everything. My family is a lot of my heritage.
Could I have some of these tissue strips?
Be my guest.
A lot of my heritage is British, and then it just, I mean, Downton Abbey and Jane Austen and all that kind of stuff is just right up my alley. I love all of that. Okay, so we can measure things out with this ruler. That's good to know. We have some tape. I love this music. It's so good. Hi, Scanlan. I don't know what's creepier, Ingrid or having to keep going back and forth to that haunted house that used to be the ballroom, or the creepy music. Yeah, for sure. I stopped watching Ghost Dog stream to catch the live one. Oh, that's awesome, Paul. Thanks for joining. And for Shadow at Water's Edge, the second Nancy Drew game I've played, and one of the best in my opinion. Yeah, Shadow at the Water's Edge is a very successful game. Scare factor on point, characters are awesome, the environments are great. Love that one. So this is a little hint for us later on to figure out what to do with the tissue strips.
Wow, 360 board feet. That's a lot of wood.
That is a lot of lumber. So we found a manifest for a lot of lumber that Elliot apparently ordered.
Do you always go poking around in other people's stuff?
Yes. I'm a detective, Elliot.
Wow, a lathe.
It's what I do. So we have a lathe, which is cool. Big ol' sink area. This epic bookcase. Like, wow. What did Elliot do to get this office?
Mind if I look at this?
No, go right ahead.
A book on carousels. Cool.
So this gives us some background on carousel horses, and most specifically Rolf Kessler carousel horses, which is the ones that were used in this carousel, the carousel at this park. There's an inner side and a romance side, which is kind of cool. Carousels have been around since the Middle Ages, which is very cool. And then there's the band organ that plays the music on carousels, which is also super cool. Any information about Kessler horses? Maybe not specifically. Oh, those familiar with Rolf Kessler's work might disagree. Driven by dark moods and odd convictions, Kessler worked by himself, creating carousels on a freelance basis. Some people found the intense expressions of Kessler's creations to be a little too realistic. So Kessler was known for very realistic horses. That's cool. Okay, so we have some good background information. That is helpful. Elliot, can we give him this manifest thing?
Nancy, you're a procrastinator's dream. Know that? Come in. Ask me questions. Ask me lots of questions.
I found this receipt on the floor. Looks like you bought a lot of basswood recently.
I'll take that. Thank you.
He doesn't tell us why.
I'll let you get back to work.
If you must.
Aren't you going to tell us why you bought so much basswood, Elliot? So now we can go to the roller coaster and fix this. And if we look at soldering or circuits, okay. So we need to get it to 15, so we need a brown one and then a green one in series, which means
this takes an employee access card.
Which means they're just in one line, really, like one big connection. So we want this brown one, and then we have this 5 one, so that'll give us 15. And then we solder it. My Mouse is going crazy, which means technology problems. Sorry it keeps cutting out, guys. Kudos to all of you for persevering through my technology issues. Okay, so I've soldered everything in series.
There, that looks right.
Did that correctly. So we can take this red tag to Harlan, who will turn it on for us. You're right about Shadow at the Water's Edge. Was right on cue when I played it. I clearly jumped out of my seat when that freaky robotic doll jumped out at me when I explored the bathroom. Yes, the jump scares are so good in that game.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Could you turn the power back on to the card reader outside the roller coaster? It's all fixed. Here's the tag.
You bet. I'll just switch the circuit back on and you'll be all set.
Ingrid said you told her that you were a bouncer before you came to work here. In Trenton, not Flemington.
Right. I was. For a while. I've held almost every guard-type job there is. Lived in a lot of different places, too. Trenton, Jersey City, Flemington, Cape May.
I'll see you around.
Go get 'em.
A Jimmy Neutron brain blast when I had to do Rentero's puzzles. That's awesome. I love Jimmy Neutron. There were so many good cartoons on Nickelodeon. Rugrats was my jam. I watched Rugrats all the time. So we haven't gone to the haunted house yet or the Midway Games. Can we check out the haunted house? Or maybe we should go to the roller coaster first, so now that it's back on. I wonder if Rolf Kessler is related to Bill Kessler from White Wolf of Icicle Creek. That is such a good question, Ray Marie. And I think she asks him in the game, and he says that there is no relation. But maybe there is, and he just doesn't know it. Yay, roller coaster. Okay. This is such a cool roller coaster. Like, how fun. This shark theme. Do you guys like roller coasters?
This looks like one of Joy's.
I'm a big fan. So there's an emergency all stop, and we found a pencil of Joy's right there. I'll do the second chance here, so I'll try not to solve the puzzle too quickly.
Ow! I'm trapped!
So we'll just hang out here and let Nancy get crashed into by the shark.
To get my foot loose, I need to switch the track somehow. Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
Yeah, so it'll be red, green, and blue in a certain order, and then we can switch the track position. I think you can also, like, electrocute yourself if you do it wrong. So there's a couple different ways that you can do it wrong, like if I try to turn on the power.
Try again.
Oh, no. I'll just hang out. Wait until we get smashed into. Waiting. Hi, Friday Lambda. There's 2 ways to second chance here, actually. Yeah, so that you can electrocute yourself, can't you? And then you can get hit by the shark, so we'll do the shark first. So I'm just waiting to get...
hurry!
I'd better hurry. No, I want you to get run over, Nancy. Twiddling my thumbs. Take a sip of coffee. They're giving us a lot of time. Oh no.
You got hit by a moving roller coaster?
My foot was stuck and I couldn't get out of the way.
How could your foot get stuck? Are your feet that big?
No, someone trapped my foot and started the coaster up deliberately.
And you've broken how many bones?
Let's just say it's going to be a while before I can resume my investigation.
You were supposed to put an end to these accidents, not cause more of them. In case you hadn't guessed, you're off the case.
Paula is savage.
Ow! I'm trapped!
Ooh, the Hulk is such a good roller coaster, Cheddar Chip. That's my favorite one I've been on too. That one in Space Mountain in Disney World.
I need to switch the track somehow.
Okay,
Looks
so let's
like I have to reconnect these wires.
Let's get electrocuted.
Try again.
So the power's on.
were electrocuted?
That's what Harlan said must have happened. I was out cold when he found me.
I can't afford to have you blundering around the park getting into accidents, Nancy. My insurance rates are high enough. In other words, you're off the case.
So if we get electrocuted, if we get run over,
Ow!
if we
I'm
get a
trapped.
concussion falling off the carousel, Paula's like, no, Nancy, you're such a klutz. You're off the
Get my
case.
foot loose. I need to. Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
Okay, so if we go red, maybe green down here. I feel like the bottom two
Now
are
I can turn the
supposed
power
to
on
be
and see if these are. Try again.
supposed to be switched somehow. So maybe red, green, blue.
That's not right.
Okay. And of course my mouse is slow, so I'm losing time. Red, green.
That's still not right.
How about if we swap the blue and the green?
Still not right.
Okay. So red. Whoops. What if we do red at the top, green here, and blue here?
Try again.
Nah, that'd be too easy. Red here, green
I
at
better hurry.
the top. Well, you took my thing away, Nancy.
That's not right.
I feel like we're close, though. Like, isn't it? Aha! Switch the tracks. Yay! We did it. Welcome back, Jessica. Someone has impeccable timing to be able to trap her foot the second she passes near it. No kidding. This is a clever culprit. The first thing Paula does when Nancy almost dies is kicks her off the case. How compassionate. No kidding, Ray Marie. In my opinion, the Haunted Carousel and Ghost of Thornton Hall and Shadow at the Water's Edge, and then Curse of Blackmore Manor was cool too, but not as scary. Except when you walked into the house. Yeah. I think my employee notices, Scarlet Hand. Ooh. I think my top scary games are Ghost of Thornton Hall, Shadow at the Water's Edge, and then Message in a Haunted Mansion and Curse of Blackmore Manor are definitely up there. Legend of the Crystal Skull can be scary, but I think they more just nailed the ambiance in that one. Like, I don't know that it's actually scary, but it's very creepy. Should we check out the haunted house now? We haven't done that before. Or yet.
What is that noise?
Creepy noises in a haunted house. Not something you want to experience.
Sounds like it's coming from below.
We have this keyboard and it looks like a haunted house monster. So you can go through the haunted house on a track here, it looks like. And then this guy scares, yeah. And he's missing an arm. And he has a red tag, which means he's broken. But then there's a door over here.
Just an old radiator.
Just an old radiator. Things are exactly as they seem, huh, Nancy? Come on, go through the door. The haunted house is haunted. How ironic. Crystal Skull is more of a Southern Gothic than terror or horror. Yeah, exactly, Friday Lambda. Like, it's definitely just, it's got a vibe to it, but it's not necessarily scary.
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. KJ Paris. I got some preliminary info on that jewel thief. You know Chaz Dunning?
Great, let's hear it.
Okay. Before he died, he got to be real good buddies with his cellmate at New Jersey State Prison. And his cellmate was paroled less than 2 months ago.
Do you know the guy's name?
Well, apparently he's used a lot of aliases. The guy I talked to wasn't sure which name he was released under, but he did give me a description. Dark hair, medium build, clean-shaven, heavy Jersey accent. Like I said, I'm still in the process of making calls. I just thought I'd let you know what I had so far.
Thanks, Detective. You've been a big help.
Heavy Jersey accent, huh? Sounds like somebody we know.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's out of order.
Barnacle Blast is out of order, so we can't play it. We eventually will need to get this thingy here and the harmonica. So we do need to play these games. Swimmer's Itch. Insert your fun pass. Swimmer's Itch is not fun.
You're about to play Swimmer's Itch. You have 3 fun credits left on your card. Your mission is to get the swimmer to the beach.
No kidding, Cheddar Chip. Like, Nancy must be very strong to carry all this around. Do these puzzles have a name? We'll just do medium. Like, is there a name for this style of puzzle? They're not just slider puzzles. Oh, mouse. And this is timed, too. Oh my gosh, this is beyond frustrating. I'm trying to remain calm. We did it! Keyboards are not that heavy, though. They're just kind of clunky. Like, she has a lot of big things with her. If you had to create a Nancy Drew game for her interactive, would you put yourself as the lead detective or the villain? Ooh, good question. I'd probably go for the lead detective. That would be fun. She probably has a shoulder bag like the ones I used to use. Yeah, shoulder bags are more helpful. I'm sure I could fit a keyboard into my old backpack. Well, what else does she have? She has the keyboard. And she has the golden ring. She has a bunch of paper. She has a soldering gun. Those are heavy. It's just like, yeah, big clunky things that she has to carry around with her. And there are definitely some games where she has a pretty ridiculous amount of things that she carries. Okay.
Time to play Squid Toss. In case you were wondering, you have 2 fun credits left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop.
Catapult the squid through the hoop. Okay, that aim. How do we want to throw it? Trout, dolphin, or whale? I guess let's try trout. Doesn't look that far away. Oh, that was too much. Well, phooey. Let's try again.
Ahoy, matey! Welcome to the Squid Toss. After this, you'll just have 1 fun credit left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop.
A college student with an oversized backpack and sadness. I remember those days. Shrimp. The weight of your backpack in college directly correlates to how stressed out you are. Okay. Whale, maybe? Whee! We did it! Okay, so now we have 2 tokens. But now we need to fix Barnacle Blast so that we can get the harmonica, but we can get this thing. Oh, we gotta select the prize first and then use the token, okay. Can you win all the prizes? I can certainly try. Her backpack must have a tiny black hole in it. Yeah, there you go. Yes, she has the undetectable extension charm in Hermione's pink bag from Deathly Hallows. Have any of you played the Harry Potter Lego game? And how Hermione, that's like her special skill in the Harry Potter, like the 5 through 8. She has the pink bag that she carries around with her. Klotsky is the technical name. It refers to slider woodblock puzzle, so it's not the exact same puzzle, but very close. Thank you, Friday Lambda. That's really cool. Klotsky. I'm gonna try and remember that. That is a fun fact. Yeah, because it's not exactly a slider puzzle. So we need a shark and a boat. So I would need to do each one of these one more time? Or is it Barnacle Blast? Oh, I need to do more Barnacle Blast to get those. Okay. So we need to go talk to Ingrid to fix Barnacle Blast, is what I'm thinking. I think the dolphin might be hinting that Dolphin Topiary could also be a hint to Danger on Deception Island next.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
How well do you know Elliot Chen?
Not very. But I've noticed he has a very strange aura. Very dark around the edges. Odd for an artist, but then it's nowhere near as dark as Joy's. Her aura's a mess.
Why do you think that is?
She's hiding something. And she's hiding from something. Something very big and very dark. Plus, she eats way too many carbs. To say nothing of pencils.
But carbs are really good, though.
I got your soldering gun from Elliot and fixed that card reader. Does he borrow your tools a lot?
Very rarely. He's not exactly a mechanical genius.
Any advice on how to go fixing the Midway game that's broken?
It needs to be reprogrammed. Open up the back. Should be some instructions on the clipboard. Check that handbook I gave you if they're too cryptic for you. But you'll also need the plug-in keyboard. And unfortunately, I have no idea where it is. One of my guys probably left it in the park somewhere.
Thanks for your help.
Remember, niacin.
Somebody left the program book in the park somewhere. Where haven't we gone? Interesting. Ingrid! See, guys, I told you, Ingrid is the reason that the internet cuts out. Are we back yet? Ingrid? Are we back? Testing, testing. That's what I'm thinking, Ray Marie. Every time we talk to Ingrid, the internet cuts out. It's her new age vibes messing with my internet. Ingrid, why? Are we back? Fingers crossed. Ingrid is cursed. She is cursed. She's cursing my internet. It's so frustrating. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. You guys are wonderful. Okay, we need to find this coding book that Ingrid speaks of. Which I don't know where it is.
Need something?
Do you by any chance know how to read shorthand?
Sorry, sure don't.
Do you ever talk to the other people who are working during the shutdown?
I'm not very good at socializing. I couldn't even tell you what any of them look like, quite frankly. I go to work, I go home. That's pretty much my life.
I fully blame Ingrid for internet problems.
Someone activated the roller coaster while I was standing on the tracks just now. I barely managed to escape.
Really? Are you sure it was on purpose? Maybe you accidentally tripped a switch or something.
It was no accident. Does this pencil I found by the tracks look familiar?
That looks like one of mine. But I didn't leave it there. I mean, just because you found one of my pencils, that hardly proves I'm guilty of something.
Joy, while you were gone, the Nancy Drew entity came in here and snooped.
You were snooping around in here?
Well, I came in here looking... Yes, but...
An analysis of sensory input shows that the Nancy Drew entity entered the immediate area during your absence and exhibited non-random seeking behavior.
All right, I was snooping. And now if you don't mind answering a question for me, what is that?
My father was a frustrated inventor. After he died, I discovered that in his study.